Hi everybody, and today I want to take you along to a trip that I made to get some inspiration, and this is the place where I live. It's in Ede, it's in the center of the Netherlands, and then we drove all the way up to Lauwersoog. It's the tip of the Netherlands, and then we took the ferry to one of our islands, Schiermonnikoog. In the Netherlands we have those islands on the whole way top north, and these islands have been put in the UNESCO, so they are preserved, and it is amazing. Now, last year this island was also chosen to be a chess island, and then they asked me to make a drawing that would reflect the island of Schiermonnikoog, and over it they placed the chess plate itself. So this is a design especially for this island. It's the chess island, one of the best places ever. And here you can see the original drawing as I made it. I made it in pan pastel and with the pastel pencils. And this island has two kinds of lighthouses. One is the red one, it's the Northern Tower, and the other one is white, and that is the South Tower. Now, in the old ages, the men that, the shippers, they didn't have that navigation that we have now, and they used the two lighthouses to align them so they knew they were sailing the correct way. So here we are on the island itself, and here you can actually see the South Tower. The South Tower has been restored, and it is completely white again. They want to make it a museum, and of course lighthouses are not at much use anymore, but still the Northern Tower still is active, and there's always someone there 24/7. What is also very nice on this island is it's the wild birds, of course. Here you can see a pheasant, ladies and boys, male and female, and they walk everywhere. They walk the streets and they come up into the villages, and they are just magnificent. They walk around like chickens, but they are really wild, so you cannot touch them. They just walk around, and you can see them in the dunes, of course. Then they are much more scary. But some of those, they actually walk into the villages and become used to humans. Here in the far distance you can see the red Northern Lighthouse. Here I'm zooming in. Well, the cameraman is. And here you can see it. I actually took a picture of course, this Northern Tower. And, this day it was a bit, rainy. There was a little bit of rain, so I couldn't sit down with my sketchbook on my lap. So, if you have, not that great weather, simply take some pictures, and then when you are back at the hotel or back at home, you can always make a drawing out of it later on. And from this northern tower, of course, I made a quick pen sketch. I just used a fine liner, which is not waterproof. Made a very quick sketch, used some brush pens also, made a little bit of color, and you can see the bike there in the middle and that magnificent northern tower. On Sunday, the weather was just perfect, and I decided to walk towards the beach. But, even though it's a very tiny island, the beach itself, the sand part, is quite big, and there are loads of dunes. You can see it here. It's quite a stroll towards the beach itself, and even when you reach the beach, then the sand part is also quite big. But if you want to make a bit more pace, you can always rent a bike, and then everything goes a lot faster. This is one of the days when it started raining a little bit. But just get your inspiration going. Just throw some rocks and maybe, look up some shells and empty your head. You do not always have to sit down and sketch all the time. You can also absorb the greatness and the wideness. It's so big, it's so huge. Look at that beach, look at the sand part. It's enormous. And this can bring you a lot of peace in mind and also a lot of inspiration. Even tiny shells, I simply pick them up, bring them along, and look at those perspective lines. They are amazing. There was a car driving there, I think, maybe from the rescue team. And this is also an amazing place. It's called Pole 3, and this is where you can drink a little bit, have a beer or have a soda, and you can just sit down. And on this day it was sunny and bright, so here I could take my fine liner and make a quick sketch of this nice place, Pole 3. And of course, what you can also always do to get relaxed, have a lovely meal. And because it's in the sea, there are all kinds of lovely dishes. And we were in luck, because also on Pole 3, the beach house, there was live music. Now, music, of course, is the greatest inspiration, especially when you are in such a great environment. Awesome. So, I'll show you some more pictures just to close this film. And if you have a possibility, just go out a weekend. It can be 1-2 days, maybe 3, can be enough. And just take some pictures and draw what you can draw. And let the inspiration come to you. So if you don't know what to draw, just get out there. And I'm sure that the inspiration will come. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again next Friday.